Oh, hello everybody. You caught me right in the middle as I was writing my new script, which that is what we're going to be talking about today. How I came up with the scripts for Morphin Origins. Now, what most people don't know, or unless you do know, what inspired me and got me into filmmaking was Jurassic Park. Now, the film that got me to want to make Morphin Origins, which is all about Zed's backstory, was Revenge of the Sith. I thought, if we can get something like that for Anakin, how come we couldn't get anything like that for Lord Zed? He's my favorite villain of Power Rangers. So, I saw nobody else was doing it, so I thought I'd do it. And, since then, I'm gonna tell you how it all began. With how I began doing this, is I figured out, okay, how do I want to tell this story? Where do I want it to begin? Because at this point, we're talking 2005, when Revenge of the Sith came out, and I wanted to do something similar. So I had to figure out, again, at that time, 2005, there was 13 years of Power Rangers history. So I had to think about which points specifically and which characters I wanted. So, you know where I went? I went to roving.org, which nowadays is called Power Rangers Unpatched. But this is what I did. Print out all the information back then. And as you can see, I highlighted and wrote around certain time periods which I wanted, and certain events that I thought should be in the films. Now, I can tell you a couple. Obviously, Rita, when she was a kid, because you need Rita and the Machine Empire if you're going to talk about this universe. And then obviously Dark Spectre too. But so, Rita as a kid, Master Vile, Lokar, the battle that took place for 9,000 years, which was in the fan club video. So again, this is just an example. I had to dig through 13 years at that time of Power Rangers history. And believe it or not, that's not as easy as it seems, because here's the thing, the show would retcon itself all the time. So I would have to change the information and figure out how to make sense of what they retconned and eventually ruined. So that's not an easy task. Now here, you can see a list of all the characters and costumes I knew I would have to make. Eventually I would end up making more, and here's also my checklist for things I still have to finish shooting. And most of them, as you can see, the checks are done, but things that are half done are still that's left to go. Which, as you can see, there's really not much left. And most of the costumes here are done. So, but costumes and everything, there's a lot. I knew this was going to be not an easy task, as it is for no one. Plus, as I said, I want to make it in the style of Star Wars. So, it was going to be a trilogy of films, which it is. And I do have more clips coming out, so stay tuned. At the time, I was still, at this point now, 2006, I began working on the costumes for Alpha 5, Zordon, Alpha 5, Lord Zed, and Goldar. They were my first. And after that, I knew it would take a long time since to begin working on the Mondo. I didn't start till around 2009, 2010, because I knew his costume and the whole Machine Empire would be not an easy task, because you have to keep in mind I'm adding Gasket and Archerina too, and they are big costumes, they are heavy, they are not easy. None of this is easy. Let me make that point very clear. I know people like me make it look easy. It's not easy at all. None of this is easy. It's never easy. So, again, I've been working on these since 2009, and I'm going to show you the scripts now, but basically... Anyway, as I was saying, originally I hit up some of my friends who wanted to help me, because I was still coming up with titles of the name for these films, because I think a title's last for these films till I have every idea cemented in what I want to do. So I went to a friend, Mark Smith, or you may know him on YouTube as Heirloom. He's a cool guy, good dude. But he helped me originally create this. This was the original title for Morphin Origins. It was Power Rangers Revenge of Dark Spectre. But then because of Disney's rules, which I'm still playing by the way, not sure if you guys know that, you can't use Power Rangers in the title, you can't use it in the name. So, and I thought, okay, that's an obstacle, but I can use it to my advantage. I get to be more original and creative. So that's what I did. And it let me be more, instead of Power Rangers, they are called Power Warriors, or Warriors of Power. What I did, another thing I should add, is with filmmaking this, you should always write what you know. And that's what I decided to do. I know Power Rangers very well, it's my thing. It's just one of those things, it's, you know, it's what I know well. So, again, it's something I wanted to do. So, in college I took a few courses, but everything else I taught myself, which you can find in books. YouTube now, you can find everything you need to. But this is just what I used at the time. There are books and things that can help you out there. Plus, I took inspiration from some of my favorite directors. You know, Spielberg here. As I said, Jurassic Park inspired it, but there are many other countless since then who have helped me get more creative. Zack Snyder, for example, Kubrick, Scorsese, those just to name a few, and then Bob Fosse, all that jazz. Again, the different films that inspired me too, like I said, Zack Snyder. I like his visual style, so I borrow some from him, and then but I just take from films I like and whatever I'm inspired by. Like for example, one of my favorites is The Lion King. I take inspiration from there, and also my big goal is to one day be in the film festival or just be bigger. My plan is to be bigger than I am now, which I'd like it if you guys would help me and subscribe. That would be great. But that's my plan. So, but you can find different books about movie making, or you can find them on your favorite films, which is what I did with Jurassic Park. They have 2 of them, and you just learn from there. Again, I self-taught myself from, and you can do this too. That's the great thing. You can learn through YouTube, through books, through anything, and or do what Quentin Tarantino did, which he's also very helpful, which I took inspiration from. Just watch movies, just watch a bunch, and you learn. You learn what you like, what you don't like, what could be better, how they do it. It's, you know, it's really not, it's not an easy task. As I say, it's really cool. Now, the one obstacle among many with this is it's Power Rangers. And the one problem is most people don't take it seriously, even the people closest to you. Some of mine don't take it seriously at all as much as I do. But again, it is what it is. It's what I like. You don't have to like it, but I like it. So, I just do my best with it, and again, it's what I know. And that's the one tough thing about being in this fandom too. Not ever like, you never know what people are going to say, or if they'll help you out, but you just gotta keep going and keep trying, and it's, something I wanted to say too, when writing these scripts, I would, James Gunn and Jason David Frank both said something similar. They would write when they were sad, they would write when they were happy, they would write when they were mad, and those are all great motivators to help you. And I've, some of these, even though they're made up characters, I put real dialogue in from some people I've interacted with, and even the current script I'm writing now, which I'll show you guys that in a few minutes. But you can take inspiration from real life, and it's fun to, it's a nice escape from it. But you just have to muscle through it and go through it yourself, because at the end of the day, that's all you got. Especially when you just gotta keep going, even if no one else helps you. It's just you. So I'm finishing these, and again, you guys are coming with me on this journey, and I'm gonna have more clips out, but it's just I have to make that very clear, because again, I make this look easy. None of this is easy. So I hope you can learn from this, and just I enjoy showing you more behind the scenes stuff. but just want to make that very... It's, again, these are stories I always wanted to see. I wanted to see how Zed became skinless. I wanted to see how the Machine Empire came to be. I wanted to see Zordon and Rita's coin toss. Because here's the thing, the comics had done it, the show hinted at it, but they never really did it justice. And I want to do it justice. I want to do it my way. There have been some fans who've done it, but mine's different. And I think you guys will like that. And it's, again, I'm just doing my best here. Again, I'm just one dude. So, I'm building all the costumes, building all the sets. It's my writing. You know, there have been fallouts here and there, but you just gotta roll with the punches and do your best. So, and that's, again, what Jason would always do. And that's what me and Jason are very similar. We try and do our own thing. And love it or hate it, it is what it is. So, just that's what I'm trying to do with Morphin Origins. Storyboarding these things, what's funny is, occasionally in high school and college I would doodle. So a lot of my ideas would come in class, and I would just draw them out and storyboard them, which you're going to see here. Got a couple scenes there. Plus, I would come up with concepts and ideas for what I wanted Goldar without his armor to look like, which you can see there. I wanted the suits to be similar to the Die Ranger suits, since, again, these are the ancient Rangers, ancient warriors, warriors of power, so I based them loosely off the Die Ranger suits, which you can see all the variations, all the different colors I went through here. I wanted to see what works, and what was different, what was unique. And the funny thing about me is, I'm the first to have it's one dude, 2 women Ranger team. I haven't seen anything like that since, so I'm the only one doing it. Again, 2 women, 1 dude, 3 Rangers. So, but again, I wanted to do something different, something not done before. So, and these concepts show you. And also, I wanted to make Zed's armor different. Now, again, these predate the comics, so my design, as you can see here, is different from the comics. I wanted it to be something unique. Actually, what's funny, I based his look off Ozymandias from Watchmen, both the comic and the movie. I wanted something like that, you know, something Aztec, because it kind of had that, like his shoulders especially had that similar structure with Zed's suit and how I think it would be. I also originally thought, before the Zeo Crystal, I was going to make Zed get destroyed by the, I think it was the Mirror of Darkness? No, anyway, I'll show it. As I was saying, I based Zed loosely off Ozymandias, because I think his gear was very similar. Now, originally, before I thought, because I was mostly going to stick with the Zeo Crystal, but then I noticed something interesting, that the Mirror of Destruction might work better for Zed. But there is, coming up in these scenes coming up, you do see a lot of mirrors with Zed. And then if you notice in the one clip I put down, you'll see here, Zed does look at himself in the mirror before he goes crazy. Now that Zed being skinless, that was always part of the plan. I wanted to show that. I wanted to show what scared me then, and wanted to make him as freaky as possible. And because that's how Zed is. That's the one thing about writing these characters. You have to know their motivation. What are their wants, their needs? How would they act? What would they say? How would they react to something? You had to think. How would they think? And as I said, you can take these made-up characters but put real conversations in them, or something close. Like, for example, the conversation, as you'll see here in this part, in For Every Ending, I based their scene off conversation in Failsafe. That's a nuclear war movie. I suggest you check it out. It's if Dr. Strangelove was done straight instead of comedy. And it's based off a book of, I believe, the same name. I could be wrong, but someone in the comments correct me. Now I'm going to show you what I write with. Now when I wrote Morphin Origins, I used Microsoft Word. Now there are other script writing websites you can use, which I recommend Film Riot for that. They have a bunch of links and of different script places you can use, but for me, I just use Microsoft Word, and now I'm using Text Edit because it's something that I know. So, but this is the script, and you see I got all written here, everybody's lines. So, but as I said earlier, you have to think, what's the character's motivation? What do they want? What do they need? How would they react? What would they do? How would the other characters react to this person reacting? And you have to just think like the character. But, yes. And, fun fact, all three of these films went through, different, titles. The first one was, A Journey Begins, and then it became, Quest for the Coins. Then, Traitor Among Us became Darkness of the Sword, and then Forever Ending is the only one that stayed the same because I like the way that sounds. But, yeah. Again, I recommend Film Riot with Ryan Connell. He's a cool dude. And just Film Riot in general, because they're great and they taught me a lot. Gonna say what they say: shoot, edit, repeat. And just, again, if you want to find out more about script writing, like, I hope this gave you some insights into mine, and I definitely recommend them, and that's it. But thank you all for joining with me today on this behind the scenes, as I tell you and show you how I wrote and came up with the ideas for these scripts. Now, as I said, there is a lot coming. I got 4 clips coming, and eventually all 3 films. I should also add, check out what me and Star are working on. It's called School of Thought. It's our new show. It's pretty cool. It's entertaining. It's fun. It's educational, entertaining, maybe even a little controversial. But I think you'll enjoy it.